Number 1. This 1965 Cadillac Sedan Deville 4-door, offered at $8,900 and located in Redlands, California, is presented as a very clean and well-kept full-size luxury classic that stands out as an honest, ready-to-enjoy driver rather than a neglected project. The seller describes the car as 100% rust-free, with a straight body and clean presentation both inside and out, which is a major selling point for a mid-1960s Cadillac of this size and era. It is represented as a true daily driver that runs excellent, not a car that needs sorting before use, and it comes with a clean California title in hand for an easy and straightforward transfer. The pricing is clearly stated as firm and non-negotiable, with the seller emphasizing that it is priced to sell for the holidays and that offers will be ignored, reinforcing a no-nonsense, take-it-or-leave-it approach. From a mechanical and usability standpoint, this Sedan Deville is portrayed as being in strong running condition, suitable for regular driving and enjoyment. The car is said to run excellent, suggesting a properly functioning drivetrain that delivers the smooth and effortless performance Cadillac was known for in 1965. Registration has been placed on non-operational status, which can be a benefit to the next owner by avoiding accumulated fees while still maintaining clear paperwork. As a large 4-door luxury sedan, it offers the comfort, road presence, and cruising capability that made Cadillac the benchmark of American luxury during the mid-1960s, making it equally appealing as a weekend cruiser, local show car, or comfortable classic for regular use. The body and exterior condition are highlighted as key strengths, with the seller stating that the car is completely rust-free and has a straight body, qualities that are increasingly rare and valuable on cars of this era. Being super clean inside and out suggests that the exterior panels, trim, and overall presentation have been well cared for, avoiding the typical corrosion and neglect often seen on large sedans from this period. The solid, rust-free structure provides an excellent foundation whether the next owner chooses to preserve it as is, lightly refresh cosmetics, or simply enjoy it without worrying about hidden structural issues. Its presence as a full-size Cadillac also ensures a commanding look on the road, with classic 1965 styling that remains timeless and unmistakable. Inside, the Cadillac is described as having an upgraded interior, indicating that attention has been given to comfort, appearance, and usability beyond a tired original cabin. The interior is noted as being very clean, reinforcing the impression that this is a well-maintained car rather than a worn-out survivor. With its spacious 4-door layout, this Sedan Deville offers generous seating and comfort for passengers, staying true to Cadillac's reputation for luxury and refinement. Located at the seller's storage in Redlands, California, and offered as a firm price, no haggle sale, this 1965 Cadillac Deville represents a rare opportunity to acquire a rust-free, clean title, excellent-running classic luxury sedan that can be driven and enjoyed immediately. Number 2. This 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe, offered at $23,500 and located in Phoenix, Arizona, is presented as a highly appealing, well-kept classic that combines originality, drivability, and desirable upgrades in one honest package. Described as an original California car for its entire life before recently being brought to Arizona, it benefits from a dry climate history that is often associated with better long-term preservation. The seller emphasizes that the car runs and drives absolutely amazing, positioning it as a true turnkey classic rather than a project or partial restoration. With a clean title in hand and a straightforward reason for selling, this Mustang is clearly being offered as a ready-to-enjoy vehicle that can be purchased and immediately put to use without hesitation. From a mechanical and driving perspective, this Mustang is equipped with features that significantly enhance comfort, safety, and everyday usability. It has an automatic transmission, making it easy and relaxed to drive, especially for cruising or longer trips. The car is fitted with power disc brakes, a highly desirable upgrade that improves stopping performance compared to original drum setups. Working air conditioning further elevates its appeal, especially in warmer climates, allowing it to be driven comfortably rather than just admired. The seller states that everything works, including all lights and gauges, reinforcing the impression of a sorted and dependable classic that does not require immediate mechanical attention. The exterior condition is described as being in great shape, presenting well and supporting the seller's claim that this is a car in strong overall condition. As a classic Mustang coupe, it carries timeless first-generation styling that remains one of the most recognizable and sought-after designs in the American muscle and pony car world. The fact that the car is not described as a rough survivor or unfinished restoration suggests that it has been maintained with care, allowing it to stand confidently among other Mustangs on the market. Its appearance, combined with its solid mechanical state, makes it suitable for car shows, weekend cruising, or simply enjoying as a classic daily driver. Inside, the interior is described as being in good condition overall, offering a comfortable and presentable cabin that matches the car's driver-ready nature. The seller notes that the passenger seat has 2 tiers, clearly visible in the photos, which is disclosed transparently and stands out as a relatively minor flaw in an otherwise well-sorted vehicle. This honesty adds credibility to the listing and allows a buyer to assess the car realistically. Priced at what the seller considers a very fair market value, especially compared to other Mustangs in worse condition selling for similar money, this 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe is positioned as a strong value that is ready to be driven anywhere and enjoyed immediately, with the seller confident it will not last long at this price. Number 3. This 1935 Buick Roadster Custom, offered at $30,000 and located in Lancaster, California, is presented as a fully built and aggressively styled pre-war hot rod that blends classic 1930s design with modern performance and drivability. The seller positions it clearly as a serious, well-developed car rather than a rough project, emphasizing that it is a daily driver and not a trailer-only showpiece. With original 1935 license plates and a pink slip in hand, the paperwork side is straightforward and adds to the authenticity and appeal of the car. The no-nonsense tone of the listing, including a firm stance against lowball offers, reinforces that this is a finished custom with real value, built to be driven and enjoyed rather than explained away. Powering this Buick is a small-block Chevrolet 350 V8 paired with a 700R4 automatic transmission, a combination well known for reliability, strong performance, and excellent cruising capability thanks to the overdrive. This drivetrain choice makes the car practical for both city driving and longer highway trips, supporting the seller's claim that it is a true daily driver. Up front, the car features a Mustang 2 front suspension clip with disc brakes, including drilled and slotted rotors, delivering modern steering feel and confident stopping power compared to original-era hardware. These upgrades transform the driving experience while maintaining the classic Roadster look, making the car approachable and enjoyable even for those accustomed to modern vehicles. The chassis and suspension setup further underline the level of customization and thoughtful construction that has gone into this build. A 4-link rear suspension provides improved traction and stability, while the airbag suspension allows the car to be adjusted for ride height and stance, giving it both show presence and real-world usability. This bagged setup enhances comfort on the road while still allowing the car to sit low and aggressive when parked. The overall configuration suggests a build focused on balance, combining classic hot rod aesthetics with modern engineering choices that improve safety, ride quality, and drivability without sacrificing character. Visually and practically, the Buick offers features that add versatility and uniqueness, including a removable hard top that allows the car to be enjoyed as both an open roadster and a more enclosed cruiser when desired. As a custom 1935 Buick Roadster, it stands out from more common Ford-based builds, offering rarity and individuality alongside its strong mechanical foundation. The seller notes that there is too much to list, inviting serious buyers to inquire for more details, which hints at additional touches and refinements beyond the headline features. Offered at $30,000 with the option for trade or cash, this Buick represents a well-sorted road-ready custom that combines vintage style, modern performance, and everyday usability in one distinctive package. Number 4. This 1962 Ford Thunderbird, finished in yellow and offered at $19,500, is presented as a well-preserved early 1960s personal luxury coupe that has clearly benefited from careful ownership over the years. With only 70,000 original miles, the car is described as having been treated kindly and stored in a garage for many years, a history that often translates into better overall condition and long-term preservation. The seller emphasizes that both the original interior and exterior show little wear, reinforcing the impression of an honest, largely untouched example rather than a heavily modified or restored car. Positioned for serious buyers only, it is offered as a quality classic with strong originality and appeal. Under the hood, this Thunderbird is powered by a V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission, a combination that delivers the smooth, effortless driving experience these cars were known for when new. The seller states that the car runs great, suggesting that it remains mechanically sound and ready to be driven and enjoyed without immediate concerns. As a personal luxury car rather than a pure performance model, this Thunderbird was designed for comfortable cruising, and its drivetrain setup supports relaxed driving both around town and on the highway. Its low mileage and garage-kept history further suggest that it has not been subjected to excessive wear or abuse. The exterior condition is highlighted as one of the car's standout qualities, with original paint and trim that present very well for a vehicle of this age. The chrome fixtures are described as looking nearly new, an important detail on a car where brightwork plays a major role in its visual impact. This level of chrome condition often reflects both careful storage and attentive maintenance over time. The classic 1962 Thunderbird styling, combined with a bright yellow finish, gives the car strong presence and unmistakable early 60s character that continues to attract collectors and enthusiasts alike. Inside, the Thunderbird retains its original interior, which is described as showing minimal wear and remaining in very good condition throughout. The interior carpet is noted as being in remarkably good shape, adding to the overall impression of a well-preserved cabin that has not suffered from heavy use. These original interior details enhance the car's authenticity and collector appeal, providing a genuine snapshot of how the car would have felt when new. Offered at $19,500 or best offer, this 1962 Ford Thunderbird represents an attractive opportunity to own a low-mileage, largely original example of an iconic American luxury coupe that is ready to be driven and appreciated. Number 5. This 1978 Cadillac Coupe Deville, offered at $13,000 and located in La Mesa, California, is presented as a remarkably well-preserved example of late 1970s American luxury with an exceptional ownership history. The car is stated to have been owned and maintained by the original owner since new, having been purchased in 1978 and cared for consistently throughout its life. With only 81,000 miles, it represents a low-mileage survivor that has avoided the heavy wear often seen on cars of this era. The seller emphasizes that all parts remain in original condition with no modifications, positioning this Coupe Deville as an authentic, unaltered representation of Cadillac's full-size luxury philosophy during the late 1970s. Mechanically, the Cadillac is described as running and driving like new, a strong claim that underscores the level of care it has received over decades of ownership. Known for their smooth, comfortable ride, these Coupe Devilles were engineered to isolate occupants from the road, and the seller confidently describes it as the smoothest ride of your life. This reinforces the idea that the suspension, drivetrain, and overall mechanical systems remain in excellent working order. As a personal luxury coupe, it offers relaxed cruising rather than aggressive performance, making it ideal for long drives, weekend outings, or simply enjoying the traditional Cadillac driving experience as it was originally intended. The originality of this car is a major highlight, as it is said to retain all of its factory components without any modifications. This level of originality is increasingly difficult to find, especially in a car that has been driven and enjoyed rather than stored indefinitely. The preserved condition suggests that the exterior, interior, and trim have all been maintained to reflect their original specifications, giving the car strong appeal to collectors and enthusiasts who value authenticity. As a 1978 model, it represents the end of an era for large, traditionally styled American luxury coupes before significant downsizing and design changes took hold in the following years. Offered strictly to serious buyers and with the price stated as firm, this Cadillac is positioned as a confident, no-nonsense sale that reflects the seller's belief in the car's quality and value. The playful assertion that a Cadillac is better than a Lincoln adds a touch of period-correct personality to the listing while underscoring brand pride. At $13,000, This 1978 Cadillac Coupe Deville stands as a rare opportunity to acquire a one-owner, low-mileage, all-original luxury classic that delivers the smooth, effortless ride Cadillac has long been famous for. Number 6. This 1957 Lincoln Premier 4-door hardtop sedan, offered at $24,500 and located in Bonita, California, is presented as an exceptional, highly original luxury classic that represents the height of late 1950s American design and presence. Finished in its original Bermuda coral paint with a contrasting white hardtop, this Lincoln is described as a true rolling spectacle, drawing attention everywhere it goes and earning its reputation as a one-car parade. The seller notes that this example has earned consistent Best of Show awards at California's Del Mar Fairgrounds, reinforcing its quality, presentation, and historical significance. With only 38,000 original miles and documented ownership history showing the seller as the fourth owner, this Premier stands out as a remarkably preserved survivor from a golden era of American automotive styling. Under the hood, this Lincoln is powered by the formidable 368 cubic inch V8 rated at 300 horsepower, delivering the smooth yet authoritative performance expected from a flagship luxury sedan of the period. The car was originally sold in 1957 at the Long Beach Lincoln dealership, adding a strong provenance to its history. Known for its substantial build quality and commanding road presence, the Premier combines power with refinement, offering an effortless driving experience that matches its bold exterior design. The 1957 facelift introduced quad headlights and featured some of the largest tail fins ever fitted to a production Lincoln, making this model year especially iconic and instantly recognizable on the road. The list of factory features and conveniences on this car is extensive and reflects Lincoln's commitment to luxury and innovation during the era. Equipment includes air conditioning, tinted glass, a padded instrument panel, power vent windows, a power six-way seat, auxiliary dimmer, power antenna, push-button lubrication system, dual heaters mounted under the dash and under the seat, padded sun visors, power steering, and power brakes. It also features a town and country radio with station finder switch mounted on the floor, a distinctive period detail that adds to the car's authenticity and charm. Notably, the air conditioning system is mounted in the trunk, with vents positioned above each door and in the rear window, showcasing the advanced and elaborate climate control systems offered in high-end cars of the 1950s. Inside, the interior is finished in Bermuda coral upholstery with black lattice weave nylon, a striking and era-correct color combination that complements the exterior beautifully. The hardtop sedan, known as the Landau, offers an open, airy cabin feel while retaining the practicality of 4 doors, making it both luxurious and usable. The overall presentation suggests a car that has been carefully preserved rather than altered, maintaining its originality and character throughout. As a low-mileage, award-winning example with extensive factory options, strong provenance, and unmistakable styling, this 1957 Lincoln Premier represents a rare opportunity to own one of the most dramatic and luxurious American sedans ever produced. Number 7. This 1959 Chevrolet Bel Air, offered at $12,500 and located in Dana Point, California, is presented as a classic late 1950s Chevrolet project that retains its iconic styling while clearly needing additional work before road use. The seller states that the car does run and will move under its own power for yard driving, though it has not been road tested and is not currently in a condition to be driven home. With its unmistakable 1959 Bel Air design, including dramatic fins and distinctive trim, it represents a desirable foundation for a restoration or custom build. The sale is described as straightforward and firm on price, with no trades considered, making it clear this is an as-is project offered with honest expectations. Mechanically, the car is currently being fed fuel from a gas can, indicating that the fuel system will need attention before proper road use. The seller notes that the gas tank will need to be cleaned, a common requirement on cars that have been sitting, and confirms that the vehicle has not been fully road tested. While it does run, these disclosures make it clear that further mechanical sorting will be necessary before it can be driven safely and reliably on public roads. This transparency allows a buyer to approach the car with a realistic understanding of the work involved, rather than assuming it is a turnkey driver. The body and structural condition are described as needing some attention, with floor patches required, suggesting localized rust or deterioration in the floor pans. Interior work is also needed, as the car requires seat covers to bring the cabin back to a more presentable condition. These needs place the Bel Air squarely in project territory, but they are also typical of cars of this age and do not diminish the appeal of starting with a complete, running vehicle. The combination of known issues and running status can be attractive to hands-on enthusiasts looking for a manageable classic restoration rather than a fully disassembled project. Paperwork-wise, the car comes with an Arizona title, adding clarity and confidence for the next owner when it comes to registration and ownership transfer. Offered at a firm price of $12,500 and with no interest in trades, this 1959 Chevrolet Bel Air is positioned as an honest, clearly disclosed project that offers the chance to bring one of Chevrolet's most recognizable and flamboyant late 1950s designs back to life. For a buyer prepared to address the floors, fuel system, and interior, it provides a solid entry point into ownership of an iconic American classic. Number 8. This 1966 Ford Mustang, offered at $15,000 and located in San Bernardino, California, is presented as a highly original and well-preserved Southern California car with an appealing ownership history. The seller states that it has been owned by only 2 Southern Californians and garaged its entire life, a background that often contributes to long-term preservation and minimal environmental wear. It comes with a clean title and retains its original paint and original interior, qualities that are increasingly difficult to find on first-generation Mustangs. With just 45,590 miles showing, this car stands out as a low-mileage survivor that has remained largely untouched rather than restored or modified over the years. Under the hood, the Mustang is equipped with its original V6 engine, maintaining its factory configuration and originality. While the car currently does not run, the seller explains that it was parked a few years ago when their father became ill and stopped driving it. As a result, it is expected to need fresh fuel and general mechanical refreshing to return it to running condition. This situation suggests dormancy rather than catastrophic mechanical failure, making it an attractive candidate for revival by a new owner who values originality and is prepared to recommission a classic that has been sitting. The exterior and interior condition are key highlights of this Mustang, as both are described as original rather than restored. The car includes desirable factory and period-correct features such as air conditioning, a vinyl top, and original black license plates, all of which add to its authenticity and collector appeal. Original paint and interior often tell a more honest story of a car's life and are highly valued by enthusiasts who prefer preservation over replacement. These features combine to create a Mustang that still reflects its era and character in a way that many restored examples no longer do. Overall, this Mustang is best described as a preserved low-mileage classic that needs recommissioning rather than a full restoration. Its long-term garage storage, limited ownership history, and high level of originality make it an excellent candidate for someone looking to carefully bring a classic back to life while retaining its survivor status. Offered at $15,000, it represents an opportunity to own an authentic 1966 Ford Mustang with strong documentation traits, desirable factory options, and the kind of originality that is becoming increasingly rare in today's market. Number 9. This 1969 Pontiac GTO Convertible, offered at $55,000 and located in Dallas, Texas, is presented as a highly desirable, numbers-matching example of one of the most iconic muscle cars ever produced. With its combination of documented originality, excellent condition, and convertible body style, this GTO sits firmly in collector-grade territory. The seller describes it as a beautiful car that has been professionally maintained and properly stored, suggesting long-term care rather than casual ownership. With just over 25,000 original miles, it represents a low-mileage survivor that retains the character and authenticity enthusiasts seek in a true, investment-quality muscle-era Pontiac. Powering this GTO is its original, numbers-matching 400 cubic-inch V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission, a classic and highly sought-after drivetrain combination for 1969. The car is said to run and drive excellent, reinforcing that it is not only a show-quality example but also a fully functional, road-ready classic. Professional maintenance throughout its life implies that mechanical systems have been cared for correctly, preserving both reliability and originality. This drivetrain delivers the strong torque, smooth cruising ability, and unmistakable GTO performance that help define the muscle car movement at its peak. The overall condition of the car is positioned as a major highlight, benefiting from careful storage and consistent upkeep. As a convertible, it offers an added level of desirability and visual impact, especially when paired with the aggressive yet refined styling unique to the 1969 model year. The low mileage supports the claim of minimal wear, and the numbers-matching status elevates the car above many others on the market that may have replacement engines or undocumented modifications. These attributes combine to make this GTO especially appealing to collectors who value originality, documentation, and long-term preservation. Offered with a clear focus on a straightforward sale and no interest in trades, this GTO is marketed confidently as a premium example with little justification required. Its location in Dallas, Texas, places it in a region known for strong muscle car enthusiasm and appreciation. At $55,000, this 1969 Pontiac GTO Convertible represents an opportunity to acquire a low-mileage, numbers-matching, professionally maintained classic that captures the spirit of the golden era of American muscle while remaining ready to be driven and enjoyed. Number 10. This 1923 Ford Model T, offered at $17,750 and located in Houston, Texas, is presented as a fully built hot rod that blends early automotive heritage with modern V8 performance and street-ready upgrades. Rather than a stock antique, this Model T has been transformed into a powerful and visually striking custom, clearly intended for spirited driving and enjoyment. The seller frames it as a complete, finished vehicle rather than a project, and the casual, honest reason for selling adds personality while reinforcing that the car is being enjoyed and used. Offered with the option to sell or trade, this Model T represents a classic hot rod lifestyle build rather than a museum piece. Power comes from a 350 cubic inch small block Chevrolet V8 producing approximately 300 horsepower, giving this lightweight car an aggressive power-to-weight ratio. The engine is paired with a new turbo 350 automatic transmission equipped with a B&M shift kit, a combination known for durability and crisp shifting. This drivetrain setup delivers strong acceleration and reliable street manners, making the car far more capable than its original configuration ever was. The use of proven, readily available Chevrolet components also means easier servicing and parts availability for the next owner. The chassis and suspension have been thoughtfully upgraded to handle the added power and improve ride quality. Out back, the car features a GM 10-bolt rear end fitted with QA1 rear coilover shocks, providing adjustability and better control compared to traditional leaf spring setups. These upgrades help the car put power to the ground while maintaining a more predictable and comfortable ride. New Sanderson headers further enhance performance while contributing to the classic hot rod sound and underhood appearance, reinforcing that this build was done with both function and style in mind. Inside, the car has been treated to a new interior, giving it a fresh, clean cabin that matches the finished nature of the build. While remaining true to the stripped-down, open-air hot rod experience, the updated interior adds comfort and presentation compared to a worn or unfinished cockpit. The seller is clear about trade interests, specifically excluding bikes and boats, keeping the transaction straightforward. Overall, this 1923 Ford Model T hot rod offers strong V8 power, modern suspension components, fresh interior work, and classic open-road character, making it an appealing option for anyone looking to enjoy a well-sorted, ready-to-drive traditional hot rod. Number 11. This 1964 Buick Electra 225 four-door hardtop, six-window pillarless sedan, offered at $15,500 and located in Bastrop, Texas, is presented as a beautiful survivor-style full-size luxury car that captures the elegance and road presence Buick was known for in the early 1960s. Finished in factory white with a light green cloth and vinyl interior, this Electra 225 retains a classic, dignified appearance that reflects careful ownership and long-term preservation. The car shows 105,000 original miles and is described as rust-free, an important distinction for a vehicle of this size and age. With its wide body, pillarless hardtop design, and expansive glass area, it delivers the unmistakable look and feel of a true American luxury sedan from Buick's flagship lineup. Under the hood, this Electra is powered by the legendary 401 cubic inch nailhead V8 paired with a TH400 automatic transmission, a combination renowned for smooth power delivery, durability, and effortless cruising. The seller states that the car runs and drives excellent, comfortably floating down the highway at 70 to 75 miles per hour, reinforcing its role as a true luxury cruiser rather than a short-distance novelty. This drivetrain setup provides strong low-end torque and relaxed highway manners, making the car well suited for long trips as well as casual weekend drives. Its mechanical condition reflects consistent maintenance rather than long-term neglect, supporting the claim that it is ready to be enjoyed immediately. The body and exterior presentation are described as being in very good condition, featuring an older repaint that still shows very well today. The underside retains its original undercoating, a notable detail that further supports the rust-free claim and indicates careful preservation over the years. Chrome, stainless trim, glass, and rubber components are all reported to be in good condition, helping maintain the car's upscale appearance and reducing the need for cosmetic restoration. As a pillarless hardtop, the Electra offers a clean, open profile when the windows are down, enhancing both its visual appeal and driving experience. Inside, the Buick is generously equipped with period-correct luxury options, including power steering, power brakes, power windows, power vent windows, a power seat, cruise control, tilt steering, and radio, though it does not have air conditioning. The interior has been well cared for, with the front seat recently reupholstered as part of a series of thoughtful updates. Additional maintenance and improvements include a new radiator, battery, brakes with a dual master cylinder, tires, water pump, electronic ignition upgrade, rebuilt carburetor, and a rebuilt front end. Together, these updates enhance reliability and drivability while preserving the car's survivor character, making this 1964 Buick Electra 225 an excellent example of classic American luxury that is ready to be driven and enjoyed. Number 12. This 1978 Ford LTD Landau two-door coupe, offered at $16,500 and located in Tyler, Texas, is presented as a solid and distinctive classic lowrider that blends late 1970s full-size luxury with custom street-driven character. Described honestly as not being a show car, it is positioned instead as a complete, functional cruiser that runs and drives as it should. The seller emphasizes that the car is solid overall, with a clear title in their name, and notes there is no urgency to sell, reinforcing a confident and straightforward listing. As a Landau model, it carries the formal roofline and upscale styling that defined Ford's large personal coupes of the era, making it a strong foundation for both lowrider enthusiasts and classic full-size car collectors. Under the hood, the car is powered by a 351M V8 paired with a C6 automatic transmission, with the engine reported to have been rebuilt. This drivetrain combination is well known for durability and smooth operation, particularly in larger-bodied vehicles like the LTD. The car is equipped with factory four-wheel disc brakes, a notable feature for a 1978 full-size Ford that improves stopping performance and overall drivability. The seller states that it runs and drives as it should, suggesting that it is mechanically sorted enough to be enjoyed immediately rather than requiring major drivetrain work. The lowrider setup is one of the defining features of this LTD Landau, as it is equipped with hydraulics featuring a 2-pump, 6-battery lay-and-play system controlled by 10 switches. This configuration allows the car to be driven normally while also delivering the adjustable stance and classic lowrider presence when desired. Power amenities include a power sunroof, power windows, and power locks, adding to the comfort and period-correct luxury feel. An 8-track player further reinforces the car's vintage character and makes it especially appealing to enthusiasts who appreciate era-specific details. Inside, the interior is described as complete, but showing some cosmetic issues consistent with an older car, aligning with the seller's transparent statement that it is not a show-quality example. These imperfections are presented as cosmetic rather than structural, leaving room for future improvement or personalization. The overall completeness of the interior adds value, as sourcing original or correct components for cars of this size and era can be challenging. Offered at $16,500 with the option to trade for other classic vehicles, preferably a C10 pickup, this 1978 Ford LTD Landau represents a solid, drivable lowrider classic with strong mechanical foundations, functional hydraulics, and clear paperwork for the next owner. Number 13. This 1964 Plymouth Belvedere, located in Mansfield, Texas and priced at $26,000, is presented as a serious performance-oriented classic built with a clear focus on strength, reliability, and street-and-strip capability. The clean, straightforward body style of the Belvedere provides the perfect lightweight foundation for a door slammer build, and this example is positioned as a purpose-driven car rather than a casual cruiser. With a clear title in hand and no interest in trades, the seller makes it clear this is a focused sale of a well-thought-out muscle car that has been built to perform while still retaining the ability to be driven and enjoyed beyond the track. At the heart of the car is a freshly refreshed 440 cubic inch big block featuring aluminum cylinder heads and forged internals, professionally built by Jim Hale in Van Buren, Arkansas, a detail that will resonate with buyers familiar with reputable engine builders. The engine has not seen any track time since being refreshed, suggesting minimal use and careful ownership. Power is sent through a freshly built 727 TorqueFlite automatic transmission that has been upgraded specifically to handle the horsepower and torque produced by the big block, ensuring durability under hard launches and aggressive driving conditions. This drivetrain combination reflects classic Mopar muscle at its most serious and uncompromising. Out back, the Belvedere is equipped with a Dana 60 rear end fitted with strange axles, a proven setup known for extreme strength and reliability in high horsepower applications. Disc brakes add an important level of stopping confidence, especially for a car built with straight-line performance in mind. The overall mechanical package points to a car that has been assembled with the right components rather than shortcuts, making it suitable for continued drag strip use or further evolution into a full pro street-style build if desired. Despite its aggressive mechanical specification, this Plymouth retains working lights and street-oriented functionality, reinforcing its identity as a true door slammer rather than a dedicated trailer-only race car. It offers the flexibility to be driven on the street, shown locally, or taken to the track to be pushed harder, depending on the next owner's goals. Located in Mansfield, Texas, and offered at $26,000, this 1964 Plymouth Belvedere represents a serious Mopar performance build with fresh major components, no recent track abuse, and a clear title, making it a compelling option for enthusiasts seeking a classic muscle car with real power and potential. Number 14. This 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe, located in Galveston, Texas, is a solid and honest classic that presents itself as a well-kept driver with strong mechanical fundamentals and unmistakable mid-1960s Mustang character. Showing approximately 67,000 miles, this car reflects long-term ownership and use rather than neglect, offering the kind of authenticity many enthusiasts prefer over restored examples. The coupe body style delivers clean, timeless lines, and the car carries itself as a straightforward, no-nonsense classic meant to be enjoyed on the road. Offered at $21,000 or best offer, with no trades considered, this Mustang is being sold simply to declutter, not due to unresolved issues or hidden problems. Under the hood sits a strong-running 289 cubic inch V8, a cornerstone engine of the early Mustang era known for its balance of power, reliability, and everyday drivability. The engine starts and runs well, supported by recent mechanical attention including a fresh alternator, new battery, and new starter, giving confidence that key electrical and starting components have already been addressed. While the car may occasionally require a jump, it remains a dependable cruiser overall and retains the classic V8 driving experience that made the Mustang a cultural icon. The drivetrain delivers the familiar sound, torque, and smooth cruising behavior expected from a properly running small-block Ford. The exterior is finished in an attractive metallic blue that presents very well and gives the car a lively, eye-catching presence. The paint shows nicely across the body and enhances the Mustang's sharp lines, with only a few minor chips noted near the trunk area, consistent with normal use rather than abuse. These small imperfections do little to detract from the overall appearance and instead reinforce the car's identity as a genuine driver rather than a fragile showpiece. The car turns heads wherever it goes and offers a strong visual foundation for anyone who may want to further refine or personalize it while still enjoying it immediately. Inside and overall, this Mustang remains a clean and enjoyable classic that strikes a balance between originality, usability, and future potential. It is the kind of car that can be driven regularly, taken to local shows, or slowly improved over time without the pressure of preserving a museum-quality restoration. With its desirable V8 power, attractive color combination, and solid condition, this 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe represents an excellent opportunity for an enthusiast looking for a fun, usable vintage car with character and room to grow. Located in Galveston, Texas and priced at $21,000 OBO, it stands as a compelling entry into classic Mustang ownership. Number 15. This 1972 Dodge Rallye Challenger, located in Winnsboro, Texas and offered at $18,500, is presented as a very solid and increasingly hard-to-find Mopar that retains the aggressive presence and performance-oriented character enthusiasts expect from an early 1970s Challenger. Originally built as a rally model, this car began life equipped with a 318 cubic inch V8 and a 3-speed manual transmission, giving it a genuine performance foundation from the factory. Over time, it has evolved into something far more serious, making it an appealing candidate for either a full restoration or a carefully finished driver that still carries muscle-era attitude. The seller emphasizes that rust is very minimal, an important and often decisive factor when considering Mopars of this era, and the overall structure is described as solid, not a patched-together or compromised project. At the heart of this Challenger is a big block 383 cubic inch V8 that was installed to replace the original small block, dramatically increasing the car's performance potential and desirability. The engine is paired with an A833 4-speed manual transmission featuring the iconic pistol grip shifter, one of the most sought-after combinations among Dodge enthusiasts. The engine runs and sounds strong, described as mean, and has recently received a tune-up to ensure it fires and operates properly. While the ignition wiring was temporarily assembled simply to demonstrate that the engine runs, this is framed as a finishing detail rather than a major issue, giving the next owner the opportunity to clean it up correctly. Overall, the drivetrain setup offers the kind of visceral, hands-on driving experience that defines classic Mopar muscle. From a usability and improvement standpoint, this Challenger sits in an appealing middle ground between project and driver. The car is described as a very good candidate for a full restoration, but it could also be enjoyed sooner with relatively straightforward work such as addressing the brakes and exhaust system. The seller notes that new brake parts are included with the car, adding tangible value and reducing the immediate cost and effort required to make it road-ready. This flexibility allows a future owner to decide whether to pursue a long-term build, a period-correct restoration, or simply a mechanically sorted street car that can be driven and enjoyed while improvements are made gradually. Paperwork and ownership details further strengthen the appeal of this Rallye Challenger. The car comes with a clear Texas title in the seller's name, ensuring a smooth and uncomplicated transfer. While the seller is not interested in additional projects, they may consider a partial trade involving a nice daily driver vehicle plus cash, reflecting a realistic and flexible approach to the sale. Emphasized repeatedly as a solid Mopar, this 1972 Dodge Rallye Challenger represents a strong foundation with big block power, desirable manual transmission, minimal rust, and clear documentation, making it an excellent opportunity for anyone looking to own and shape a classic Dodge muscle car to their own vision. Number 16. This 1968 Buick Grand Sport, offered at $23,000 and located in Newport Beach, California, is presented as a distinctive and highly individualized classic that blends Buick muscle-era styling with serious big block performance. Unlike a factory-correct example, this Grand Sport stands out for being purpose-built with an emphasis on power, drivability, and attitude rather than originality, making it especially appealing to enthusiasts who value presence and performance over strict numbers-matching concerns. The seller emphasizes that this is no ordinary old-school Buick, positioning it as a unique build that delivers both visual impact and mechanical substance. With clean California provenance and a straightforward sail structure, this car represents a bold interpretation of late 1960s American muscle. Under the hood, this Grand Sport is powered by a 454 cubic inch Chevrolet big block engine with low mileage, offering a substantial increase in displacement and torque compared to its original configuration. This engine choice transforms the car into a true powerhouse, delivering the kind of effortless acceleration and deep big block sound that defines classic street muscle. While not factory original to Buick purists, the 454 is widely respected for its durability and performance potential, and its installation reflects a build focused on real-world driving enjoyment. The drivetrain setup gives this Grand Sport a commanding road presence, pairing Buick's substantial body with an engine capable of moving it with authority and confidence. In terms of comfort and usability, this Buick is equipped with features that elevate it beyond a bare-bones muscle car. A power sunroof adds an extra layer of enjoyment, allowing open-air cruising while still retaining the solid coupe profile. Power disc brakes provide improved stopping performance and safety compared to earlier drum systems, making the car more comfortable and confidence-inspiring in modern traffic conditions. These upgrades suggest that the car was built to be driven and enjoyed, not just admired, balancing old-school style with practical enhancements that enhance the overall ownership experience. The seller is clear that this Grand Sport is offered with flexibility on price, listed as or best offer, but with no interest in trades, keeping the transaction simple and focused. This Buick is positioned as a standout classic that offers something different from stock restorations, appealing to buyers who want a powerful, eye-catching cruiser with serious muscle under the hood. With its big block 454 engine, desirable power options, and California location, this 1968 Buick Grand Sport delivers a compelling mix of individuality, performance, and classic American presence for the next owner to enjoy and refine as they see fit. Number 17. This 1969 Pontiac Firebird, offered at $34,999 and located in Sherman, Texas, is presented as a striking first-generation F-body coupe finished in a vivid orange that immediately captures the spirit of late 1960s American muscle. As Pontiac's refined counterpunch to the Camaro and Mustang rivalry, the Firebird carved out its own identity by combining aggressive styling with a smoother, more torque-focused driving character. This example embraces that legacy with confidence, presenting itself as a bold, road-ready classic rather than a fragile showpiece. With its unmistakable color combination and purposeful stance, this Firebird delivers the visual drama and presence enthusiasts expect from a true muscle-era Pontiac. Powering this Firebird is a Pontiac 350 cubic inch V8, dressed with chrome valve covers and a matching chrome air cleaner that add a period-correct performance look under the hood. The engine is paired with a turbo 400 automatic transmission, a proven and durable setup known for handling torque with ease while delivering smooth, confident shifts. A dual exhaust system allows the V8 to breathe freely, producing the deep, authoritative exhaust note that defines classic Pontiac muscle without pushing the car into all-out race territory. The mechanical combination makes this Firebird well-suited for spirited cruising, weekend drives, and confident highway use while retaining its authentic late 1960s character. The exterior is enhanced with thoughtful touches that elevate its overall appeal while staying true to its era. A factory-style rear spoiler adds just the right amount of muscle car attitude, while a custom core support cover under the hood provides a clean and detailed presentation when the hood is raised. Power steering improves drivability and comfort, making the car easier to enjoy during longer cruises or around town driving. Braking remains period-correct with four-wheel manual drum brakes, preserving the original driving feel of the era and keeping the car mechanically straightforward with no unnecessary modern complications. Inside, the Firebird features a white bucket seat interior with a center console, creating a sharp contrast against the orange exterior and reinforcing its sporty, driver-focused personality. The dashboard reflects classic Pontiac design, simple and purposeful, placing essential information directly in front of the driver. The car is reported to run well and shows operational functionality across most systems, including lights, gauges, wipers, horn, and speedometer, with the heater noted as inoperative. With an indicated mileage of 91,802 miles, this coupe stands as a well-preserved and usable classic that balances originality, attitude, and drivability, making it a compelling example of a first-generation Pontiac Firebird ready to be enjoyed on the road. Number 18. This 1970 Ford Mustang Fastback, offered at $53,999 and located in Sherman, Texas, is presented as a bold and performance-focused tribute that captures the intensity of the peak muscle car era. Finished in a classic green exterior, this Mustang immediately commands attention with its aggressive fastback profile and unmistakable late first-generation styling. The combination of front and rear spoilers, rear window louvers, and the iconic shaker hood gives the car a menacing stance that reflects Ford's all-out push during the height of the muscle car arms race. It is clearly positioned as a driver-oriented build that celebrates attitude, presence, and visual authority rather than a delicate museum piece. Under the hood sits a 302 cubic inch V8 that has been thoughtfully upgraded with Edelbrock Performer RPM aluminum cylinder heads and a matching Performer RPM intake manifold, creating a strong and responsive small block setup. Long tube headers, electronic ignition, and a properly tuned exhaust system allow the engine to breathe freely and deliver a sharp, muscular sound that fits the car's aggressive appearance. Power is routed through a C4 automatic transmission, keeping the driving experience smooth, reliable, and street-friendly while still delivering plenty of performance. Power steering and power brakes enhance overall drivability, and front disc brakes provide confident stopping power that blends classic muscle with practical upgrades for real-world use. The interior continues the performance theme with a black cabin accented by green details that tie seamlessly into the exterior color. High-back bucket seats provide a supportive and sporty feel, while the center console with integrated cup holders and a console-mounted shifter add both function and a purposeful look. A Sun Pro tachometer sits prominently to keep the driver connected to engine performance, complemented by an aftermarket radio for modern usability. The inclusion of aftermarket air conditioning significantly enhances comfort, making this Mustang suitable for longer cruises and warm-weather driving without sacrificing its vintage character. This Mustang is built as a Boss 302 tribute, honoring one of Ford's most legendary performance models born from Trans Am racing dominance. While original Boss 302 cars are increasingly rare and command premium prices, this tribute delivers the visual impact, spirit, and driving excitement that made the name iconic. Riding on Magnum 500 wheels and equipped with dual sport mirrors, including a driver's side remote mirror, the car checks all the right boxes for enthusiasts seeking classic Mustang presence with performance-minded upgrades. With its strong running drivetrain, well-appointed interior, and unmistakable fastback styling, this 1970 Ford Mustang stands as a compelling blend of heritage, attitude, and street-ready muscle. Number 19. This 1966 Pontiac GTO, offered at $64,500 and located in Fresno, California, is presented as a striking black-on-black example of one of the most historically important American muscle cars ever built. As the first year the GTO was produced as a standalone model rather than an option package on the Lemons, this car represents a true milestone in Pontiac and muscle car history. Finished in a deep black exterior paired with a matching black interior, the car delivers a timeless and aggressive appearance that perfectly suits its reputation. Having lived in dry, rust-free Fresno, California, the body benefits from a favorable climate, and the seller emphasizes its clean condition as a result of careful ownership and proper storage over the years. At the heart of this GTO is the legendary 389 cubic inch Pontiac V8, paired with a desirable 4-speed manual transmission that delivers an authentic and engaging driving experience. This drivetrain combination is exactly what enthusiasts seek when looking for a proper mid-1960s muscle car, offering strong torque, responsive acceleration, and a direct connection between driver and machine. The car has been thoughtfully upgraded with front disc brakes, improving stopping power while preserving the classic character of the vehicle. Rallye wheels complete the period-correct performance look, reinforcing the car's identity as a true driver-focused GTO rather than a purely cosmetic showpiece. Inside, The cabin maintains a classic appearance while benefiting from several modern enhancements designed to improve comfort and usability. A modern Bluetooth-capable radio has been discreetly added, allowing for contemporary audio convenience without detracting from the vintage feel. The car is also equipped with a modern, upgraded air conditioning system, a highly desirable feature that makes the GTO far more enjoyable in warm climates, especially in California conditions. Tinted windows further enhance cabin comfort while subtly complementing the car's sleek black exterior. Together, these updates create a balanced interior that respects originality while offering the comfort expected by today's drivers. This GTO is supported by extensive documentation, with a substantial collection of records detailing the restoration process carried out by a retired gentleman, reflecting a methodical and well-documented approach to the car's refurbishment. The seller presents the vehicle transparently and professionally, emphasizing in-person inspection and serious interest only, with no interest in trades or consignment arrangements. Having successfully sold classic cars to out-of-state buyers in the past, references are available, reinforcing credibility and confidence in the transaction. Overall, this 1966 Pontiac GTO stands as a well-sorted, historically significant muscle car that combines originality, tasteful upgrades, and documented restoration, making it a compelling opportunity for collectors and enthusiasts seeking a true first-year GTO with presence, pedigree, and performance. Number 20. This 1955 Buick Century Custom, offered at $1,300 and located in Valley Center, California, is presented as a genuine barn-find project that speaks directly to builders and restorers looking for a raw and honest starting point. This car is being sold strictly as a project, with no attempt to dress it up beyond what it truly is, making it appealing to buyers who value transparency over hype. As a mid-1950s Buick, it represents an era when styling, chrome, and bold proportions defined American luxury performance, and the Century name itself carries strong historical significance. The seller is clear that this car has been sitting for many years and is not currently roadworthy, positioning it as a blank canvas rather than a turnkey vehicle. From a mechanical standpoint, this Buick is incomplete and will require a full drivetrain installation, as it is being sold with no engine and no transmission. This absence, however, allows the next owner full freedom to choose a powertrain that suits their vision, whether that means sourcing a period-correct Buick V8 or installing a more modern drivetrain for improved drivability. The car's long-term storage status places it firmly in the category of a full restoration or custom-build candidate, ideal for someone who already has parts, fabrication skills, or a clear plan in mind. As with many true barn finds, the value here lies not in immediate usability, but in the potential once properly reassembled and restored. Included with the car are hubcaps and various trim pieces, which are currently stored in the truck, along with additional parts that have been collected over time. The seller notes that many of these parts were purchased new approximately 10 years ago, suggesting prior intentions to restore the car that were never fully realized. While some components are scattered and will require sorting and inventory, their inclusion adds meaningful value, especially given the increasing difficulty and cost of sourcing correct trim for mid-1950s Buicks. For a dedicated restorer, having original-style trim and accessories already with the car can save significant time and expense during the rebuild process. As a project, this 1955 Buick Century Custom is best suited for an experienced enthusiast or shop looking for a low-entry cost classic with strong vintage appeal. The lack of an engine and transmission means this is not a quick flip or casual weekend project, but rather a long-term build opportunity with flexibility in direction. Whether restored back to a classic Buick cruiser or transformed into a custom street machine, the car offers solid potential for someone willing to invest the time and effort. Offered at a very approachable price point, this Buick represents an authentic barn-find foundation with character, history, and the freedom to build it exactly the way the next owner envisions. We appreciate you watching our roundup of 20 affordable classic cars from the marketplace. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to Cheap Classic Cars. And make sure to share this video with anyone who shares your love for timeless rides.